Hello, welcome to this video. Don't forget to like the video, share it, and also subscribe. Um, we want to look at practical problems on bearing and distances. Yes, this is where it really gets exciting. Now, remember we've learned how to make diagrams. We've learned how we've learned about the sine rule and the cosine rule, and then we've also learned about how to calculate distance between two places. So let's bring in the knowledge into this particular question. The question reads thus: an aircraft flies 70 kilometer on a bearing of 30-degree northeast, and then flies 130 kilometer due east. How far east from the starting point is the aircraft? So first of all, you need to note that the aircraft is the course of the aircraft. They've not told us the destination yet, but the course of the aircraft is what? Is 70 kilometer 30-degree northeast. We start with that and say, okay, I say this is the starting point. So I can draw this. I can estimate 30-degree northeast to somewhere here and then draw. So this is what I have. This is my 30-degree. All right, and then it got to this particular place, right? It goes to this particular place and then flies 130 kilometer due east. It flies 130 kilometer due east. They didn't tell us the angle. It means it just went straight along the east. All right. So how am I going to represent that? This is going to go like this: 130 kilometer due east. If this is 70 kilometer, this will be 130 kilometer, right? Due east. It means the angle turned is 90-degree right here. 90-degree. That is what the angle will be if it goes straight like that. Sometimes it may say due north, it's 90-degree. Then the question now says, this is where it stopped right here. It stopped right here. Now said, how far east from the starting point? So they are saying we need to join this point to this particular point. So that's what I want to do now. I want to join that point. So that is it. We've joined it. So let's say this is my starting point S. This is the initial point. This is the let's say, let me call this my B. SRT. Let me call this T. So this is SRT. This is like the terminal, the last place it got to. Now we've set up the diagram correctly, because it's very important you set up the diagram. In fact, use a pencil to draw the diagram so that you can adjust when you make a mistake. Now, having drawn this diagram, we need to, in bearing, you must make sure that mostly one of the angle is given, because here it's only two sides given, the third side is not given. It means that you must know one of the angle. That one is very important. So here, let's look at the angle we can find here. We can't estimate this and we don't know the actual angle here. We don't know the actual angle here also, but then can we determine the angle here? You see, from here to this particular place is also 90 inward like this. And then what angle is, if here is 30, alternate angles are equal. If here is 30, here also will be 30-degree. So this is 30-degree. It means that the entire angle here, the entire angle there is one, let me use the unit marker, is 120 degree. So we have 120 degree here as the angle given. By the time you see this and they say how far east from the starting point is, they are talking about the distance from here to this place, the length st is the aircraft. So I will just go ahead and use cosine rule because it satisfies the condition. Here I'm going to say uh, I'm going to use the sine rule. The sine rule is what I'm using in this particular case. Actually, you can use the cosine rule as well. It satisfies it. Now, but it's better to use the sine rule. Okay, sorry for the mix-up. I can't use the sine rule here because this angle is given, the other side is not given, and then I don't have any other side whose angle is given. So you can use the sine rule in this case. The best thing to use is the cosine rule. So I'm going to use the cosine rule. Using the cosine rule, I'm going to say that my r square, small letter r, equals to s square plus t square minus 2st cos r. That is the formula I'm going to use in that regard. So from here, I'm looking for my r squared. What's my s squared? The side facing s. Look at it, 130. So that is 130 squared plus what's the side facing t? Look at it, t is the side, 70 squared minus 2 times 130 times 70 cos 120 degree. Now you need to grab your calculator and then work it. So I'm going to do these two once. 130 squared plus 70 squared, that gives us what? So our r squared here equals to 21,800 minus, I want to do the other one together. 2 times 130 times 70 cos 120, that is minus 9,000. You have minus 9,100. So from here I have my r squared to be 21,800 plus 9,100. All right. If cos of an angle in the second quadrant is going to be a negative value. So our r square here, let's do 21,800 plus 9,100. That is our r square equals to 30,900. And if I square root both sides, this will be 30,900. And then I want to square it. This is r equals to 175.78 kilometer, which is approximately to 176 kilometer to the nearest kilometer. So that is going to be our answer for this particular question. Very easy. Once you are able to draw the diagram and then you are able to apply the correct formula. See you in the next class. I will be doing more questions in this under this